That means the awakening of the deity of Lord Ram has taken place in Ayodhya. Given the great history of how there's been much conflict from the time of the Mughal invasions and the taking over of that site of Ayodhya. So a lot of legal to and fro has happened over the last 500 years. And finally, the Supreme Court has granted that the site is indeed the Janma Bhumi, the appearance place. So we say birth, but not, the Lord doesn't take birth, He appears. So you could say the birthplace of Lord Ram. So the temple has been established there, and now the consecration ceremony, the Pran Pratishta, took place this morning. Pran Pratishta means that the deity is invited, or Lord Ram is invited to be present in his deity. So the deity is alive. It's not a statue. Even our Sri Sri Radha Radhanath, we had that ceremony when the temple opened. So people use these words like statues and idols. These we don't use. They are deities, or if you want to be more precise, Murti, Shri Murti, or Shri Archa Vigraha. So when you come to see, are you going to the temple to see the Shri Archa Vigraha of Radha Radhanath or Sita Ram? Let's go and see Archa Vigraha, right? So start using these terms, and don't let your English be colonized by British English, which has taught us otherwise. So use the correct. Please come. Please be seated. The altar will open just now, then you can offer your lamp. So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, which is Bhagavad Puran, and this is Canto 9, Chapter 10, called The Pastimes of Lord Ramachandra. Narayanam namaskritya naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswati vyasam tato jaye udhiraye nasta prayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati uttama shloke bhaktir bhavati naistake. Everyone say after me, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, and we'll read one of the Sanskrit verses and then read the translation. Bharataha praptam akanya poramatya puruhitaye paduke sirasi nyasya ramam pratyudyato grajam pratyudyato grajam. Translation and commentary by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. When Lord Bharat understood that Lord Ramachandra was returning to the capital Ayodhya, he immediately took upon his own head Lord Ramachandra's wooden shoes and came out from his camp at Nandigram. Bharat, his brother, was ruling on behalf of Lord Ram. Lord Bharat was accompanied by ministers, priests, and other respectable citizens, by professional musicians vibrating pleasing musical sounds, and by learned brahmanas loudly chanting Vedic hymns. Following in the procession were chariots drawn by beautiful horses with harnesses of golden rope. These chariots were decorated by flags with golden embroidery and by other flags of various sizes and patterns. There were many soldiers bedecked with golden armor, servants bearing betel nut, and many well-known and beautiful prostitutes. Many servants followed on foot, bearing an umbrella, whisks, different grades of precious jewels, and other paraphernalia befitting a royal reception. Accompanied in this way, Lord Bharat, his heart softened in ecstasy and his eyes full of tears, approached Lord Ramachandra and fell at his lotus feet with great ecstatic love. After offering the wooden shoes before Lord Ramachandra, Lord Bharat stood with folded hands, his eyes full of tears, and Lord Ramachandra bathed Lord Bharat with tears while embracing him with both arms for a long time. Accompanied by Mother Sita and Lakshman, Lord Ramachandra then offered his respectful obeisances unto the learned Brahmanas and the elderly persons in the family, and all the citizens of Ayodhya offered their respectful obeisances unto the Lord. The citizens of Ayodhya, upon seeing the king return after a long absence, offered him flower garlands, waved their upper cloths, and danced in great jubilation. So when the arti is happening, we also must dance in jubilation. Huh? We don't just stand in front of the deities. We chant Hare Krishna and we move ourselves in jubilation. We are receiving Lord Ram. The Artik ceremony is a reception of the Lord. So whenever you come in front of the Artik happening, we are receiving the Lord. Therefore all those paraphernalia are offered to the Lord, right? So we are receiving. So we should all be ecstatic to see the Lord. So the citizens of Ayodhya were jubilant. O king, the speaker of Bhagavatam is Sukadev Goswami, and he's speaking to another king called Parikshit. So he's relating this pastime. So Sukadev is saying, O king, Lord Bharat carried Lord Ramachandra's wooden shoes. Sugriva and Vibhishan carried a whisk and an excellent fan. Hanuman carried a white umbrella. Shatrughna carried a bow and 2 quivers. And Sita Devi carried a water pot filled with water from holy places. Angada carried a sword. And Jambavan, king of the rickshaws, carried a golden shield. O King Parikshit, as the Lord sat on his airplane of flowers with women offering him prayers and reciters chanting about his characteristics, he appeared like the moon with stars and planets. Thereafter, having been welcomed by his brother Bharat, Lord Ramachandra entered the city of Ayodhya in the midst of a festival. When he entered the palace, he offered obeisances to all the mothers, including Kaikeyi and the other wives of Maharaj Dasarath, and especially his own mother, Kaushalya. He also offered obeisances to the spiritual preceptors such as Vashishta. Friends of his own age and younger friends worshipped him, and he returned their respectful obeisances, as did Lakshman and Mother Sita. In this way, they all entered the palace. The family priest or spiritual master, Vashishta, had Lord Ramachandra cleanly shaved. Remember, he was in the forest, right? And freeing him from his matted locks of hair. Then, with the cooperation of the elderly members of the family, he performed the bathing ceremony, the Abhishek, for Lord Ramachandra with the water of the 4 seas and with other substances, just as it was performed for Lord Indra. Lord Ramachandra fully bathed and his head clean shaven, dressed himself very nicely, and was decorated with a garland and ornaments. Thus he shone brightly, surrounded by his brothers and wife, who were similarly dressed and ornamented. Being pleased by the full surrender and submission of Lord Bharat, Lord Ramachandra then accepted the throne of the state. He cared for the citizens exactly like a father, and the citizens, being fully engaged in their occupational duties of Varna and Ashram, accepted him as their father. Lord Ramachandra became king during Treta Yuga, but because of his good government, the age was like Satyuga. Everyone was religious and completely happy. So there are 4 ages: Satyuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, and Kali Yuga. Which one are we in now? Kali Yuga. So Satyuga was 100% full of auspiciousness and piety, no sinful activity. But Lord Ramchandra comes in Treta Yuga, because in the Treta Yuga some evil entered in the form of Ravan and his confederates. So Lord Ramachandra comes. And even in that Treta Yuga, we had Hiranyakashipu later on, and Krishna comes as Nishringadev to annihilate these demons. O Maharaj Parikshit, best of the Bharata dynasty, during the reign of Lord Ramachandra, the forests, the rivers, the hills and mountains and the states, the 7 islands and the 7 seas were all favorable in supplying the necessities of life for all living beings. When Lord Ramachandra, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, was the king of this world, all bodily and mental suffering, disease, old age, bereavement, lamentation, distress, fear and fatigue were completely absent. There was even no death for those who did not want it. Lord Ramachandra took a vow to accept only one wife and have no connection with any other woman. He was a saintly king, and everything in his character was good, untinged by qualities like anger. He taught good behavior for everyone, especially householders, in terms of Varnashram Dharma. Thus he taught the general public by his personal activities. Mother Sita was very submissive, faithful, shy, and chaste, always understanding the attitude of her husband. Thus, by her character and her love and service, she completely attracted the mind of the Lord. And that is the end of the canto, chapter 10, canto 9, the return of Lord Ram to Ayodhya. So here in Janmabhoomi, they have established a deity of Ram Lala, they call him, because it means he is born as a young, just like Krishna as a baby, people also call him Lala, so Ram Lala, so the young deity, and that project will continue as well. So we also have a very huge project in Mayapur called the Temple of the Vedic Planetarium, and that also is going to be magnificent, spectacular, so you can keep an eye out for that as well. If you missed going to Ayodhya, save your money and go for TOVP as well. So thank you very much, and the article will start in a minute or two according to that clock there. You can rise and you can come forward. Mataji's on that side, Prabhu's on this side. And then we will offer the lamps, but not immediately that the artik starts. Maybe about 10 or 15 minutes into it, the Madhuvisa Prabhu here will then direct you to come offer your lamps. So we will chant Lord Ram's name in the Maha Mantra, and everybody is encouraged to please chant in chorus, nice and loudly, all right? So they can hear you in Ayodhya. You may bow. Jai Shri Shri Radha Radhanath Ki, Shri Giri Govardhan Ki, Shri Sitaram Lakshman Bhakta Hanuman Ki, Shri Nitai Gaur Hari Ki, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada Ki, Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. So for those of you who are new, we'll be chanting the pranam mantras of Srila Prabhupada, and then we'll chant the Maha Mantra after that. You can join in chorus. And if you know the pranam mantras, please chant nice and loudly with us. And do a phone check and turn it on silent, please. Nama Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namah. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Niveshesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Namaste Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda. Jaya Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everyone, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna. You can move your feet to the right, to the left. Hare Rama, Hare, dancing in jubilation. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Bolo Bolo. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. You can raise your hands. Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Move it to our side. Put it in the window sill. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Clap your hands. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Everyone chant loudly. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Ram, Hare Hare. Now you can dance. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Ram, Hare Hare. Clap your hands. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Ram, Hare Hare. Bolo, bolo. I want to see everyone chanting. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Bolo, bolo. Chant. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha, Radhanata Radha, Radhanata Radhe. Jaya Radha, Radhanata Radha, Radhanata Radhe. Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman, Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman, Jaya Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman, Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman. Jaya Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai. Jaya Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Hare Krishna.
Paramahansa Parabhajakacharya Ostatira Sata Shri Shriman, His Divine Grace Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki, Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Parabhajakacharya Ostatira Sata Shri Shriman, His Divine Grace Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada Ki, Ananta Gaudi Vaishnavindi Ki, Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki, Premchika Ho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhaktavindi Ki, Sri Sri Radha Radhanath Ki, Gaura Hari Ki, Giriraj Govardhan Ki, Ram Lakshman Sita Hanuman Ki, opening of the Ram Temple in Ayodhya Ki, opening of the TOVP coming up in the future. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga.
Hare Krishna. So we'll sing the Shingadev prayers, and on this auspicious day we are also very fortunate to have His Grace Kshudi Prabhu with us. He's a direct disciple of Srila Prabhupada, and we'd like you to stay for a few minutes to hear some katha from Bhagavad Gita. It's a very auspicious day for you to do this, and some of you are leaving. It'll just be a few minutes more. Hearing is the process. Hearing and becoming knowledgeable, being informed. So just besides seeing the deities, we should also hear what Krishna has to say. So please, you may circumambulate the altar while we're singing. And then you can please come and be seated here on the bench. I can put a few. Just help to put a few chairs. Radhika, play. Ugram Biram Mahavishnu Jwalantam Sarvatomukam Nishimham Vishanam Bhadram Mityum Namamyaham Namaste Narasingaya Pralada Lada Daine Akashipu Vakshahai Shilatankana Kalaye Ito Nishengha Parato Nishemho Ito Nishengha Yato Yato Yamitato Nishemha Bahi Nishingha, Ridaye Nishingha Nashingha Madim Sharanam Prapade Tambakara Kamalavare Nakam Adbhuta Shingam Dalita Hiranyakashipu Danu Bringa Yesavadita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Avakara Kamalavare Bolo Bolo Nishingadev Jaya Nishingadev, 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 Jaya Nishingadev. Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj. Bhakti Vigna Vinasha Nishingadev Bhagavan ki Jai. Bhakta Shrestha Prahlad Maharaj ki Gaur Premanande. So, please take advantage of the association of His Grace Kshudi Prabhu. He is the first Hare Krishna to have set his foot in South Africa in 1972. And he's here, been inspiring us. Without him, we wouldn't have had this wonderful temple. So please remain. There's some seats here. Prabhu will speak to you and listen to the words of wisdom given by Sri Krishna.
What's that? About what? Oh. All right, it must be this one. Okay, we'll read from text 6 of the 5th chapter, which is on page 244. And it goes like this. Sanyas tu mahabaho tu kam aptum ayogataha yoga yukto manir brahma nachirendi gadachati. Page 244, text 6. Okay. What's making me dizzy? Okay. Merely renouncing all activities, yet not engaging in devotional service, cannot make one happy. But a thoughtful person engaged in devotional service can achieve the supreme without delay. How about that? Purport. There are two classes of sannyasis, or persons in the renounced order of life. The Mayavadi sannyasis are engaged in the study of Sankhya philosophy, whereas the Vaishnava sannyasis are engaged in the study of Bhagavatam philosophy, which affords the proper commentary on the Vedanta Sutras. The Mayavadi sannyasis also study the Vedanta Sutras, but use their own commentary called Sarirak Bhashya, written by Sankaracharya. The students of Bhagavat school are engaged in the devotional service of the Lord according to Pancharatriki regulations. And therefore the Vaishnava sannyasis have multiple engagements in the transcendental service of the Lord. The Vaishnava sannyasis have nothing to do with material activities, yet they perform various activities in their devotional service to the Lord. But the Mayavadi sannyasis, engaged in the study of Sankhya and Vedanta and speculation, cannot relish the transcendental service of the Lord. Because their studies become very tedious, they sometimes become tired of Brahman speculation and thus take shelter of the Bhagavatam without proper understanding. Consequently, their study of Srimad Bhagavatam becomes troublesome. Dry speculators and impersonal interpretations by artificial means are all useless for the Mayavadi sannyasis. The Vaishnava sannyasis, who are engaged in devotional service, are happy in the discharge of their transcendental duties, and they have the guarantee of ultimate entrance into the kingdom of God. The Mayavadi sannyasis sometimes fall down from the path of self-realization and again enter into material activities of philanthropic and altruistic nature, which are nothing but material engagements. Therefore, the conclusion is that those who are engaged in Krishna conscious activities are better situated than the sannyasis engaged in simple speculation about what is Brahman and what is not Brahman, although they come into Krishna consciousness after many births. So, in one sense, they all have some validity. There's a Sanskrit word, Brahm eti Paramatma eti Bhagavan iti Sabhyate, that God is the all-pervading impersonal effulgence. He's also the Lord in the heart, and He's also in the form of God, like Narayana, Krishna, and Rama. So today, they are opening the temple in Ayodhya, the temple of Ram. So does this worship of Ram go along more closely with what the Mayavadi sannyasis, who concentrate on just the effulgence? Or is it more in line with those who want to serve the Lord? Who says it's more in line with the impersonalist philosophy? Raise your hand. Who says it's more in line with the devotional part? Why would you conclude that? Anybody like to say why they concluded that? Yes, the personal form. Because Krishna can appear in different forms. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, there's a list of many different incarnations. They call them incarnations, which is kind of an English transcend, but when God comes, He comes in a spiritual form. So, does it mention Krishna and Balaram there? Does it mention Lord Nrsingadev there? Does it mention Rama there? Yes. So we don't just speculate on these. It's like Prabhupada says that Rama was the ideal king, and he took the Ekapatni Vrata, and he showed how to rule a kingdom. But that's not why we worship him. We worship him because he's a form of God. So Lord Chaitanya explains that it's simultaneously one and yet different. The sages in the Dandakaranya forest, they saw Lord Rama, and they wanted to be in a relationship with Rama. But Rama says, in this incarnation, I take the Ekapatni Vrata. But when Krishna comes, when I come in the form of Krishna, you can take birth as the gopis in Vrindavan and enjoy this relationship. So we find in the spiritual world, there's different things. There's the Brahman effulgence that's that inside the Brahman effulgence, there's the Mahatattva, or the material world, where things are temporary. And in the spiritual world, there's different spiritual planets. That some of them have Narayan in different forms. Can we turn off the phone, please? Narayan in different forms, holding 4 hands. Gopakumar, there's a book called Brihad Bhagavatamrita, and he goes to see the different forms of God. And he sees Lord Narayan, where they're all worshiping him with awe and reverence. Then he goes to Ayodhya. This is in the spiritual world, not the Ayodhya in India. And there he sees that the devotees are engaged in service to Lord Rama. And then he goes to Goloka Vrindavan, and he sees how Krishna has different areas there. He has the Dwarka, the Mathura, and the best of all is Vrindavan. So it's not like they're different gods, but God appears according to the mood. Just like someone may be a high court judge, and let's say his name is Bob. The people in the courtroom don't call him Bob, right? The people who have great respect for him call him Robert. Some people may call him Bob, some people Rob, some people Bobby. Those are all names for Robert. And the wife calls him dear, and the children call him daddy. Which one of those is his real name? They're all there according to the relationship. It's not that some of them are false. So, just because God appears in many forms doesn't mean we can make one up. It has to be judged by the Shastra. I can't just show up and say I'm a form of God. I probably can't perform the feats that Rama and Krishna can perform. Anyone here can perform feats like Rama or Krishna can perform? Anybody here can lift Govardhan Hill on one finger? Anyone can do what Lord Rama did? So today, it's funny, I checked something on news, and some of them, they say, well, a 16th century mosque was destroyed to build a temple on. But the only reason they destroyed the mosque there is this was the original site of the temple of Rama. You know, if you have a house in South Africa and you go away to India and I tear it down and put something else, you may want your property back. So if they really want a mosque, you can have a mosque in a different area like they're given land now. But it shouldn't be surprising that if you tear down the structure of one religious institution and put up another one, that the original people are going to be unhappy. Doesn't matter. Let's say I stole your car 20 years ago and you finally find me. So I say, but I've had it for 20 years. Does that mean I can have it? Does it? What if it's 100? What if you can determine that years back somebody stole your family property? Shouldn't you get it back? See, that happens with some of the Jewish people that had great works of art. And the Nazis stole this art. And then later it gets sold to someone. And the person says, well, no, it can't go back to them because I bought this. If they steal a car and you buy the car, if the original owner comes, can you own the car because you paid someone for it? No, because they had no right to sell it to you. I can sell you a couple houses over here, but it doesn't mean that you own them because I don't have the right to do it. So we have no problem against having a mosque somewhere, but we're hoping there isn't going to be trouble. There was trouble when they tore down the mosque, wasn't there? Big trouble, yes? But after that, there's been no trouble. But the main thing we engage in is worshiping. We don't want to degrade anyone else's religion, but we also don't want them to degrade ours. It's amazing that you go to some churches and they say, well, you practice idol worship. And they say, well, you have Jesus here. And they say, well, that's different. In ours, it's a religious icon, and yours is an idol. Does that make sense? If they can have a religious icon, so can we. If ours is an idol, so is theirs. Now, I tell you what, it'll be easier to guess in a church. Say we've all been to a church and we've been to the temple. It'll be easier to guess what Christ looks like in the church tomorrow than it will be easy to guess what Radha and Krishna look like here. Why is that? Why will it be harder to guess here? Anybody know? What is it? Well, if you come here, the deity dress was different yesterday, right? If you go to see Christ on the cross, was it different yesterday than today? Will it be different tomorrow? Probably not. So it'd be easier to predict. So then if it sits there with nothing, how can ours be idol worship and theirs is worship? Idol means you're sitting there idle. Right? If you're running around doing things and I sit here and do nothing, oh, you're just remaining idle. You're not doing anything. But I'm sitting, you're sitting here and I'm actually doing things. So what we worship, we call it a murti or a form. Just because other people call an idol doesn't mean we say, yes, we have idols in the temple. Because it's not an idol. We're not engaging in idol worship. Krishna can appear, and so can Rama, in this form. He can appear in paintings, like the ones we have here. He can appear in your mind. You can make representation out of stone, like we have, or metal, and God can actually appear in that. That's why they do a ceremony to ask the deity to appear in that form. That's why they don't just stick it up there and say, okay, now we're going to worship. There's a whole installation where they call the Lord to appear in this form. We did that here. They're doing it for Ram. They did it in Vrindavan. Some devotees walked to the Ayodhya, to the installation. You know how far they walked? How long? Is that a long ways to walk? That's a long ways to walk, right? You should walk it in miles, because in miles it would only be about 400, right? It's still a long ways. That's like Johannesburg. How far is Johannesburg? Johannesburg's what? So it's like walking from here to Johannesburg. Did anybody walk from Johannesburg to here today? No? If they do, it takes more than a day, right? So that's a long walk, isn't it? Lord Chaitanya walked all the way around India. And Lokanath Swami has the Padayatra. They've walked all around India several times. Tukaram in Laguna Beach is a disciple of Lokanath Swami, so he takes the people on pilgrimage places because he's walked all the way around India. And they go to the temples in the Himalaya. But our idea in this age, you maybe can't come to the temple every day. And it may be hard to worship the deity like they'll do in Vrindavan or in our temple of the Vedic Planetarium we're opening, or even here. But we can chant the holy names of Krishna and Ram, where we chant on beats. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we have the names of Krishna, the names of Rama, and the name of Hari, which is the female potency of God, which when Krishna comes, it's Radha. When Ram comes, it's Sita. When Narayan comes, it's Lakshmi. So we've used up our 15 minutes. We have easy rounds to chant here because our other beads have 108 beads. These only have 27. So we'll chant one round together. Who needs beads? We do that? If you have your own chanting beads. These beads we have 108. This is the easy one. These ones are only 27. So it's like a quarter. So start at the beginning. We use these two fingers. That's how we tell if children have chanted in the last life, they don't grab like this. You put it out to babies and some of them grab like this, which indicates they must know how to do it. As adults, it takes some learning.
We don't have beads for everyone, so they may be able to count on the digits.
Oh, you can count on your fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And you do that 2.5 times, right? You see that? You know how to count that way? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? Okay. Shall we start? No more beads? You can chant that way. Okay. Are we ready? We chant together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That should be 27, right? Hare Krishna.
So thank you very much for staying and participating and coming to the temple today. So all of you who are here are invited to take prasadam. Please do not go without that. You go down the ramp to your left. There's a white tent on that side there. So they will serve you prasadam. All right. So that's our temple arrangement. Whoever comes for the program lunchtime and they stay for the class and so on, then you are our VIPs. So please join that. Have you got any questions you'd like to ask Prabhu? Please, that's also our format, is whenever we engage in the discourse. On Sundays, 11 to 1 is a standard program. You please come and join us for Aarti, discourse, Kirtan and Prasad. And if you have any questions now, would you like to ask Prabhu? The Krishna Conscious program is interactive. We always allow questions. Because we have the confidence through Srila Prabhupada, we can answer them. And we have the information by Srila Prabhupada's mercy. You have a question, Marji? Ask Prabhu one. Yes, have you got the other microphone there? Please get up somebody quickly and run for it. We'll just give the microphone to Marji. The wireless what? Yeah? There in the back.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yesterday was Ekadasi and I wasn't sure whether we could eat beetroot.
Eat what?
Beetroot.
Beetroot. I've never heard beetroot listed as a non-ekadasi. Have you? No. Oh, some people don't eat something from underground, but Prabhupada mainly told us not to eat grains and beans. We're not too fanatical about the things like that too, because we're engaged in trying to worship the Lord. I mean, it's a lot to take out beets, and we call them beets in America, and you call them beetroot, but I guess it is the beetroot.
Beetroot.
Yes, it is the same thing, because there's also beet leaves. You could have beets that are just the leaves, or you could have the roots, or you could have both. But in America, for some reason, they don't say beetroots, they just say beets. And here you say beetroots, but it's the same thing. And some of them won't eat the carrots or the potatoes, but Prabhupada didn't mention those as being. And you can eat a grain of sand, that's not really a grain. Right?
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, so, yeah, beetroot. We just go by what Prabhupada listed for us to avoid. All right. Any other question?
If for some reason you ate one piece of grain by mistake, it isn't the end of the world. You know, you don't have to go crazy if somehow there was something in there, but you try not to let it be there. Sometimes someone has that, there was a grain of lice left over in something, then technically they broke ekadasi, but you're not intentionally trying to do it, and it's, we're careful, but if something happened like that, you don't need to be depressed. Correct?
Yes. Anybody else has a question? We got just a few minutes, so then lunch is served at 1:30. I think we got like 1 minute for that. Raghava Chaitanya Prabhu, you want to ask a question? Anish Prabhu? Okay, so we're done. So, are you giving the Sunday reference program here this week?
Because I leave in 8 days for India. I leave in 8 days for India, so I know I'm going to Kendranam Hata on Friday, and on Saturday we have a picnic in Japan. No, not Japan, it's the Japanese gardens, right? Is that it? That's here, it's not. Where is that?
It's here in South Africa.
But where?
Towards Durban North.
Oh, shouldn't surprise you that it's north. Almost everything is north of here except for Cape Town, right? Cape Town is so close to Antarctica that you can throw rocks and hit it. That's not true either, though. But almost everything is north of here, isn't it? All right, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Hare Krishna. Please, we'd like to see you down taking prasad. Hare Krishna. So the altar will open again at 4:15. Madhumisa, you here? So you can let your friends and family know that the next Aarti will be at 4:15 and the lamps will be here. They can still come and offer. Hare Krishna.